Evet hocam. Ses geliyor mu? Şu anda sesimiz geliyor mu? Herkese iyi akşamlar diliyorum. Ben İsmail Tutasan. Yksdilakin.com kurs müdürü ve C grubu öğretmeni. Arkadaşlar konuşma derslerimize başlamıştık. Konuşma, doğru telaffuz üzerine sizlere destek olmaya devam edeceğimizi söylemiştik. Bugün ikinci dersimizi yapacağız. Konuşma dersleri için Anıl Albağ hocamla az sonra başlayacaksınız. Tekrar hoş geldiniz. Ben uzatmadan sözü Anıl hocama devrediyorum. Gençler konuşma içinde akıntı, yakıntı. Anıl hocam, buyurun, stage is yours.
Thank you so much. What's up, everyone? My name is Anıl Albalar. If you were not in my first speaking and pronunciation lesson, you may not know me. I teach English. I've been teaching English for 10, 11 years. I teach at METU. Now I also teach at Akindil. So we do speaking and pronunciation lessons together. We did one, and the first one was on commonly mispronounced words and also challenging sounds. You can actually find the video to that lesson on the YouTube channel. So today I want to talk to you guys about the phonetic alphabet, phonetic transcription, and also syllable stress. Okay, so this is gonna be fun. I'm so excited. I love the phonetic alphabet. It's basically like, it's like learning a different language. It's, you know, different symbols and, you know, and they have meaning. They tell you all about the sounds of English. So this is really, really fascinating to me. I love working on this stuff. And my master's degree was on pronunciation. So, you know, you can tell how much I'm interested in it, how much I really, really love it. So, all right, phonetic alphabet and syllable stress. We will start with the phonetic alphabet, but before we start, I want to talk to you about why we should learn it. Why should we learn phonetic transcription? When are you going to use it? How does it help you? Well, it makes it very easy to improve your pronunciation, to study pronunciation. It also helps you help others with pronunciation. Because I can talk to you guys and you can look at my mouth and that could be helpful, but that just goes away. The beauty of phonetic alphabet, the phonetic transcription, is that it is always there. And every symbol means a sound. And that to me is very useful because you never lose it. It's more reliable because when you know, on the dictionaries, when you click on those British or American pronunciation, that's just one person pronouncing the word. You know, that's not super reliable to me because there are lots of speakers and sometimes the phonetic transcription and the sound are not the same. So that's why I think phonetic transcription is much more reliable than the sound. But you have to know phonetic transcription first. You have to understand phonetic transcription, okay? It makes it super easy to study and improve your pronunciation. Before I move on, I just want to quickly go on Google Chrome here and show you what I'm talking about. Let me share my screen once again. Okay, here. This is the Oxford Learners Dictionaries. In my opinion, the best dictionary in the whole world. I also like Cambridge and Longman. Cambridge is, it has this advantage that it also includes the translation of the words. So people like you and me, we love it, second language learners of English. So I want to show you what phonetic transcription is. Let's think of a word. I don't know. Let's make it teach, right? So you see these symbols right here? Let me make it bigger for you. These two symbols. This is called the phonetic transcription. And in all dictionaries almost, you will see this slash at the beginning of the word and then at the end of the word. That is the universal way, the universal rule to transcribe pronunciation, to transcribe words, okay? But in my presentation today, I'm not using those because there are so many transcriptions. It just looks very crowded. It's like, you know, symbols everywhere already. And I don't want to add the slashes everywhere. So you're not going to see any slash symbols today in my pronunciation. All right, let me go ahead and share my presentation again. Here we go. So where were we? All right, we talked about the pronunciation, the reason, and now I want to start with the consonants. Now, we are lucky in terms of some sounds, especially the consonants. Now, you will see two different colors on this page, okay? You will see blue. Some symbols are blue. Some symbols are red. Now, blue symbols are easy because they are basically the letters that we use in Turkish and English, in the Latin alphabet, okay? Those are easy. For example, oops, there you go. B, okay? The letter B stands for B, sound B, okay? So the word but, like, you know, but, yet, however, right? But stands for, I'm sorry, B stands for B, okay? So this is what you're gonna see. If you go to a dictionary right now, this is the transcription you will see, okay? But we will talk about other different symbols too. I will show you every single symbol today, don't worry. So this is but. But we also have some weird symbols, you know, it looks like Chinese almost. Those are different, and I want you to specifically focus on these new symbols today, okay? Because the blue stuff will be easy for you, but the red stuff, those are weird. So this, the combination of d and j, that's j, okay? This right here is a j. So you put those together, d, j, d, d, d, d. That's where you get the j, okay? This symbol is the j symbol. So the word jump is transcribed like this, jump, okay? Follow very closely, listen carefully. We're gonna have a quiz at the end of this. Don't worry, I'm not gonna grade you. Okay, next, catch. So in this word, we have the ch sound, okay? T and sh together, catch. Okay, that's ch. So this is j, and this is ch. I'm going alphabetically, you see? B, j, ch. What is next? D. D is easy, it's like D, so door, okay? What is next? F. That's easy too. Tough. F for F, okay? G, that's easy too. Excuse me. G, get. When you say get, you just use g, okay? It's the same, look. This is not very difficult, guys. I mean, some symbols are difficult, and syllable stress might be a little bit tricky. I mean, your ears should also be working there, you know, a little extra work. But you know, these symbols, they are not all new, which is good news. H, when you say hi, there's h at the beginning. And be careful, nothing at the end, right? Please don't say hide or something, just say hi. Like, you know, hello, hello, hi, it's the same. Next, something new, j. When you say garage, j, garage. Although in British English, they would say garage. And in American English, most people say garage. But some people also say garage, garage. And this little thing here, the apostrophe, that is the thing we are going to talk about at the end of our lesson, okay? About stress. So this is j, garage. Next, k, l, m, n. These are all easy. They're just from Latin alphabet. So I wanted to bring them all together. Coal miners. Coal miners. Your quiz might be something like this. All right, next. You might remember this. If you were in my first lesson, I remember talking about this because this is kind of a challenging sound for Turkish learners. King, king, okay? Not king, king, all right? Where are you going? What are you doing? Remember? King. It's like ng together, but there's no g sound. Maybe just a little bit, but not a lot. That's important. So king. This is the sound. Sound. Okay? You raise your tongue, the back of your tongue. All right? You block the airway. So the sound is actually produced in your nose, your nasal cavity. Next, I have more of those easier sounds. P, r, s, t. Sleep better. Look, sleep better, which sounds Americanized. If you want, you can say sleep better or better. Okay, so British people, they are not going to pronounce this r sound, right? They just say sleep better, right? You need to sleep better. American people say you need to sleep better, right? You're seeing these colons. There's one here, another colon here. You know, beep, beep, that's a colon. Beep, beep. I will show you what those mean in a few minutes when we talk about the vowel sounds. All right. Okay, shop, shop. This is interesting. How two symbols can be put together to symbolize another sound. Like this is sh, right? And then this is t. And then you put them together, you get ch. Interesting, right? It's like tsh, tsh, tsh. When you put those two together, tsh, tsh, tsh, it's like ch. So ch. And then you get d and j put together. You get j, jump. Please don't say jump. All right? Next. Okay. The. This is the. When you say they, the, them, their, another, brother, mother. Okay? We use this symbol. They. And you have th. These are the new symbols. Think or three or both. Right? Both. Oath. Think. Three. Yep. Just like that. I mean, these symbols have names, by the way. But since this is an introduction to phonetic alphabet lesson, I don't want to go into so much detail. I just want to show you what they look like and what they mean. All right? They have names. For example, this one, they have Greek names, by the way. These are Greek symbols too. Some of them at least. And this one right here, it has a name. It's theta. Theta. But we can go into all those details later in our future classes. Here is an easy one. I mean, it's easy, but I don't know if you remember from our first class together, it's also a kind of a challenging or misleading letter, this letter V, right? It's have. It's kind of different in English. Remember, it's very strong. It has a little bit of F in it. Have. All right? But of course, when we transcribe it, we just put the V. Next, we have W, which, right? Which. You know W, remember W? W is very problematic sometimes. People think it's the, but it's not the, it's w. Remember? Which, why, what, where, right? How. So when we see W, we should just automatically say to ourselves that I should not do the, all right? You see W, the, no. When you see W, you just do wah, wah, wah, wah, wah, wah. Okay? Next, we have Y. So in the phonetic alphabet, I mean, at least in English phonetics, we don't have the letter Y. You know, Y as in yesterday. We don't have that. Instead, we use this letter, the letter J, to symbolize Y sound. Okay? So this is what Y looks like. Yard. Okay? Our final consonant sound is Z, which is very easy, right? Buzz. There might be two Z letters here, but you know, in English we don't do that. Remember, under my umbrella, Ella, Ella, we don't say Ella, Ella. Remember, we say Ella. It's always single, so we do buzz. One Z, right? Buzz. So these are the consonants. All right, we will look at vowels now. If you want to take a screenshot of this, you might want to do that. Maybe you will use it in the quiz at the end of the lesson. So let's look at the vowels. This vowel right here is very, very popular. It's like okay? It's not it's not it's not oo, it's not eh, it's in the middle of the mouth. So you just like let your mouth like, you know, let it go. Just let it sit like that freely. Okay? About, ago, away, another. All right? All of those words start with not eh. So this is an example right here, about. Next, we have the short sound. I'm going to say that again, short because we also have long sound, right? Like when you say car, that's long but when you say cut, that's a very short okay? Cut. But. Remember but from the first slide? Look at the beginning here, see? But, that's the short okay? Cut. And you also have long Now, let's talk about this colon. When you have beep beep, when you have the colon, that means you should pronounce that vowel sound longer. All right? Almost twice as long. So you don't say car, you say car. All right? Car. The sound is longer. So if you have a short this is what you use. If you have a long you use this symbol and then the colon. All right? Okay. When we talk about vowels, we will also start talking about some differences between the British accent and American accent, because vowels are very changeable. Even within the same country. And when you talk about different countries, different continents, you can imagine how they can be subject to change, radical, dramatic change. So this symbol right here, it's like it's in the middle of and o. It's like all right? And British people use this a lot. So when they want to say dükkan, they say shop. Let's go to the shop. That's what they say, shop. But American people will say shop. Let's go to the shop. Okay, well, most American people actually say store, but they also say shop sometimes. So in a lot of words, like this is one of the basic differences between American and British, okay? Shop, like oh and ah. Another example would be, oh my God, it's so hot today. Hot today. American would say, oh my God, it's so hot today. Like, oh my God, God. British. American, oh my God, God. British, it's so hot, hot. American, it's so hot. You see what I mean? This is one of the basic pronunciation differences between British and American English. You will see this difference a lot in a lot of words. And this is another one. Sometimes British people like to keep it short, their vowels, and American people have kind of more, you know, tense, like more longer vowels. They like to stretch their vowels a little bit. Like British people say long, long for this word, long. But American people say long, okay? So this "o" here, this just means "o." It's a long "o." In some dictionaries, you may just see a very simple "o" letter, okay? But in some other dictionaries, you're gonna see this reverse C kind of thing. But it means "o," okay? And it's longer, longer. In American English, it's like this, long, long. In British, it's like long, okay? You know, vowels can have length, right? Consonants don't have that. They can't have length. Okay, this one is one of those problematic sounds sometimes. You say rap, okay? You don't say rep. I like rap. Look at that. All right, give me your hat. Rap. Again, British people like to keep this very short. They say rap, or they say and. We went out and we saw our friend. American people say we went out and they like doing that. And especially when you go south, when you go to Texas, and like, you know, it's a whole different story. Went out and we saw our friend. Like, Tamer Karadağlı does that often. You can watch his videos. I don't know. I think he's good, but sometimes he's doing it a little too much. But he's right. I mean, he knows it. He knows it. Okay, here is the "u" sound. It definitely looks like "u," but it's not. It's different. It's like a horseshoe, right? When you see the horseshoe, that's the short "u" sound. So when you see words like took, book, or would, should, you're going to see this symbol, took. And then you have the long "u" sound, cool, cool. It's longer. Took, cool. There's no British, American difference here, okay? Those were just up here. But we will see some more in a few minutes. And we have the short "I" sound. Now, this sound, it looks simple, I, right? But actually, you know what? We don't have this in Turkish. I mean, even if we do have it, we don't really use it very often. Because the short "I" sound, it sounds like the "e" sound, "e." Very close to that. So this is not heat. That's Turkish pronunciation, heat, right? Heat. But in English, it's het, het. All right, why didn't you come to school yesterday? Oh, I was sick. All right, what else? The new Chinese vaccination. Everybody says there are chips in it, right? Chips. What do you think, by the way? That would be interesting. Next, we have a little bit longer E. And this you can see at the end of words. Like, we don't say every. We say every. It's just a little bit long. And then you have even longer E. This is a higher sound. Your tongue really goes up. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail with how these sounds are produced today. We're going to do that later. But, you know, just a couple of pointers for you guys. C. When you say C, your tongue really goes up. C, and it's longer. All right? So listen to the difference. This one, the first one. E. E. E. E. Het. Every. C. Okay? You might see all of these symbols. some dictionaries may not use this one. All right, they will just use this or this, but you know, the quality of this sound is definitely different from this one and this one. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about that. I'm sorry, I'm a nerd when it comes to phonetic transcription and pronunciation. So vowels are all about your tongue, guys, your tongue and your lips, right? How you use them. So basically, this picture right here shows where they are produced. I'm gonna be fast here, but A is back here, A is back here, E is up top. It's a high sound. And then O and U are also back there. Your tongue moves back when you say O, U. And your tongue moves low when you say A and E and E. Now, let me tell you something. When you go to the doctor's office and you have a throat problem, what does the doctor ask you to do? Say ah, right? You know why? Because ah is a low vowel and it's a front vowel. All right, that means your tongue goes down and it comes up front so the doctor can see your throat. Interesting, right? So doctors are phoneticians, basically. Well, at least they know one sound. That's why they ask you to say ah, okay? But then of course they put that stupid stick in your mouth and then you go, well, science. Next, we will continue with vowels, but this time we are looking at something interesting. Diphthongs and triphthongs. Now, what are these? These are vowel sounds put together, all right? Now, if you speak some Greek or Latin, you might know that D means two, tri means three, right? So a diphthong is two vowel sounds put together. We use these so often in English pronunciation. Here's an example. I, cry. Now notice, be careful here, it's not cry. It's not with a y, okay? Cry, that would be cry, but this is cry. I, okay? I, cry, cry. In diphthongs and triphthongs, now this is important, listen to this carefully. In diphthongs and triphthongs, the beginning of the sound, the first sound is more powerful. It's stronger, it's more prominent, dominant, all right? So when you say cry, you hear ah very clearly and a little bit of e, okay? Cry, cry. Similarly, when you say, okay? Say. Next, we have boy, okay? Boy. I'm not saying boy, boy, like this is my boy. No, this is my boy, boy, boy. Boy is a Turkish word, boy, boyver, in the sea, right? This is boy, all right? Okay, back to British American differences. This diphthong is, it's here, ear, right? Ear, ear. And British people say here, here. American people say here. So there's no diphthong. American people use this R sound instead of the sound. So they just say here, right? Or there, air, okay? Guys, basically what is happening in your mouth is your tongue starts somewhere. Let me just show it like this. It starts somewhere and then it moves to another position. Like when you say I, it's like this. I is a low vowel. So it goes I. Just do it, you will feel it. I. Your tongue touches the roof of your mouth. I. You feel that? It starts low. It touches up a little bit. See? It's all about the tongue, how you move your tongue. We never think about this when we speak, because who tries to feel the inside of their mouth, right? But when you think about it, when you try to feel it, it's like, wow, that's really interesting. So we have ear and air, okay? There or there. Americans just there. Like British people would say airport, right? Let's go to the airport. American people say, let's go to the airport. Air, just air. This is my hair, right? American, hair. British, this is my hair. Hair, all right? They have the air, air, air. Okay, British people say poor. Oh, poor girl. Poor. American is poor. Poor. Just or. All right? And you start in the middle and then you go to oo, like oh. Like when you say no. British, no. American is no. American English does not have this diphthong, basically. They just have this instead. Okay? Oh. You don't hear this O in American. I mean, these are vowels. Of course, you can hear them because, you know, you don't always control your mouth and your tongue. Vowels are subject to change, like I said. But, you know, in standard American English, we don't really talk about O. Okay? We talk about O. Starts with O, finishes with oo. O. No. Oh, no. So. Open. No. Close. Cold. Over. You know. Oh. And then we have the classic ow, right? Ow. When you see how. Ow. The W is not the, remember? Ow. You see, there is no W in the phonetic transcription because that would be weird. I mean, how, that would be like an extra sound. How. It's just how. And that's why, you know, because vowels change a lot when we talk, when native speakers speak fast, sometimes they just say like, I don't know how to read. I don't know how to read. How to read. I don't know how to read. I don't know how to read. I don't know how to read. You know, those things happen. Okay. Now I'm going to show you two triphthongs. These are three vowels put together. There's only two of them. One is this, our, okay? Our. The stronger part is the beginning, remember? Tower. So it's not tower, no, it's tower, all right? Tower. And the next one is our. British and American are different here. British would be lower. American is lower. Okay? So remember, American doesn't have this. So the same thing applies to this sound. They don't have this. They have this. Lower. So these are the diphthongs and triphthongs. And here's the picture of, you know, this is just a little example. We can look at all this in detail later. But, you know, you see how is a low vowel, and then E is a high vowel. So remember, doctor says, say because I want to see your throat. But then when you say E, your tongue goes up. If you go to the doctor and you say E, the poor doctor is not going to see anything. Okay? I. You see the mouth? So it's about the tongue, but it's also about your lips and your jaw. Your jaw, your lips, and the tongue position. Okay, I'm done with all the sounds. See? That wasn't so bad. Now I want to talk about syllable stress, and this is actually going to be very, very quick. First of all, let's talk about what stress is. You know syllable, right? There are like syllable. There are 3 syllables in that word, right? Syllable stress. So in every word, 1 syllable is more stressed compared to the others. And this, guys, is actually very, very important. When my students speak, most of the pronunciation mistakes I hear are about syllable stress. Seriously. And I understand that. That's very normal because we have different stress patterns in Turkish. So, but you know, good news. Now, I mean, from now on, you know how to read phonetic transcription and how to read stress. Reading stress is super easy, but I want you to understand what I mean by stress. Guys, a stressed syllable is a little bit louder, but it's like just a little bit. It's a very small difference. A little bit louder and a little bit higher pitched. Higher pitched means, you know how we have do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, right? I'm going higher. So if the word is do, the whole word is do, stressed syllable is re, or maybe do dies, okay? So it's like do, do, do, re, do, re, do. Okay, it just goes up, da, da, da, da, da, da, okay? Just a little bit. It's slightly higher pitched and slightly louder. But what I'm about to say is actually very important if you're trying to improve your accent. When you're studying syllable stress, when you're studying pronunciation, try to exaggerate it. I will give you an example soon, okay? Oh yeah, it's a very important factor in, like I said, most of the errors I hear are related to syllable stress, okay? So here's an example. This word, nation is a noun, nationality is another noun, and then international is an adjective, right? So you see how syllable stress may move to different syllables. In the first one, we say nation, right? Nation. Now, when you're practicing, when you're trying to learn all this stuff, just overdo it, exaggerate it. Okay, just say nation, nation. Look at the next one. Nationality, nationality. Okay, nationality. This syllable right here. And then this one, international. Remember, a little louder and higher pitched. International, international. All right? And it's very easy to see which syllable is stressed. You see this apostrophe? See the apostrophe? You put the apostrophe right before the stressed syllable. So when you look at the dictionaries, when you see this apostrophe, that means this syllable right after the apostrophe, that syllable is supposed to be stressed. All right? You have to put emphasis. You have to emphasize it. Nation, nationality, international. All right? So that's syllable stress, ladies and gentlemen. Now, your turn. I want everybody to get a piece of paper, make it big, okay? Like, A4 format paper, but a few of them, because I will ask you to do some transcriptions and I will ask you to show them on your camera. Can you do that? Come on, get a pen and paper. I'm giving you 1 minute for that. Pen and paper, everyone, 1 minute. We have 125 people. That's not bad. "30 seconds. You have T minus 30 seconds left. You ever heard of that? T minus? Google it. You have T minus 30 seconds left. Google that. Native speakers use that a lot. 15 seconds to get a pen and paper. This is your chance to practice. This is your opportunity to show me that you have been listening. This is good for you and your future students. And I'm kind of jealous of you. I hate you a little bit because when I was your age, nobody helped me with this. You guys are very lucky. You should be very thankful you are at Akındil. Very thankful. This is a great opportunity. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here's your first word, ladies and gentlemen. Fat. How would you transcribe fat? Do it. Make it big. Okay, make it big. And then I want you to turn on your cameras and I should probably let you do that, okay? All right. I have given you all permission to turn on your cameras. So when you're ready, you can just turn on your camera. You don't have to show us your face if you don't want to. You can just show us the paper. It can be wrong, don't worry. It was really hard for me when I first started, but then when you can do 1 or 2 words, it gets a lot more fun. It starts being a lot more fun. So is there anyone? I'll wait a little bit and then I'll show you the answer, okay? If you don't want to show me your answer, that's fine. You can just check by looking at my answer. That's okay too. I'm looking to see if there's anyone sharing their screen. No? Okay, that's fine. I'm just going to show you the answer. Ready? That's what it should look like. Fat. All right. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Shenai, show me that again. Ah. Okay. Look. You see the "a" in the middle? Fat. Right. It's a little small. I'm having difficulty seeing that. Is there anyone else? No. Okay. Shenai, good try. Nice. Okay, good start. We started with a short adjective. We'll continue with the next one. You all ready? Open. Open. I'm giving you 30 seconds. Open. This was fat. Are you scared that you're gonna mess it up? That's fine. Don't worry. You can make mistakes. Shenai, let me see. Make it closer. Bring it closer to the. It's okay. Okay, that looks good. I think that looks good. O. P. What did you put after the P? I can't see what you put after that P. Anyone else with their camera on? Shenai really wants to learn. I love that. I can't see it very well. Shenai, you have to make it very big, like me. See my fat? It's very big. Berat, let me see. O. Pen. Is that E? Did you put e after p? Okay, I see that. After the p, okay, schwa, right? Good, okay. Zeynep Ayşenur, perfect. That looks very good. Şeyma Nur. Good, good, good, good, good, guys. Good work. Onur, that's good too. Where's the syllable stress though? Is there anyone else checking the cameras? Not really, okay. All right, here's what I have. Nurgül Melanis, that looks very good. Here's what I have. British and American. You see the syllable stress right here at the beginning? Open, right? And then American, open. Ufuk, that looks very good. Oh, after the p, that looks like an ah. Ufuk, be careful with that, okay? Schwa looks different from an ah. All right? Şenay, let me see. Open. That, I think that looks good. Yeah. Şenay, good. Remember the stress. Oh, right here. The stress, guys. Don't forget the stress over here. Okay? You see the apostrophe? Because we say open. We don't say open. We don't do that, right? We say open or open in British. You know, Australian people probably say open. They're weird. They are not. I love the Australian accent, actually. Change. Next word. Change. I'm going to give you a minute for this. A little extra time for this. When you're ready, you can turn on your camera. If you don't have a camera, that's fine. Just follow, but still try, okay? If you don't want to show me, or if you can't show me, try, please. Nurgül Melanis, change. That looks beautiful. Ayşenur Zeynep, perfect, guys. Change. Şenay, look at the symbols we just looked at, Şenay. CH, that's not the symbol. Ç. Şeymanur Şen, change, that looks good. Şenay, remember the ç symbol? Let me show you mine. Şeymanur Şen, that looks good. That looks good. Fat also looks good. Open looks good. And here's our answer. Change. Right? This is only one syllable. So there is no syllable stress. Right, guys? It's just one syllable. So Ufuk Erdoğan, perfect. Perfect, man. There's no syllable stress. Just change. Change. You see, this is the ç, Şeyma, okay? This is the ç. And then here, this is the j. And in the middle, I have ain, change, so change. All right? We are almost there. Here's another one. Sound. Sound. After this, I have a bonus question for you. You're gonna love it. Sound. Ooh, Şeymanur, you're fast. Let me see. That looks good. You guys have good handwriting too. Gökçem, yeah, that looks good, Gökçem Tümsekçalı, but careful with the A, okay? Nurgül Melanis, yes, yes, yes, yes. Şenay, that's better. The A should be like, you know, computer A. Zeynep Ayşenur, that's good. Eren Çeliker, let me see, Eren. Closer to the camera. Sound. You put two U's, Eren. One of them is extra. You don't need that second one. Yunus Babat, that looks perfect. Yep. No capital letters, guys, okay? In phonetic transcription, there is no capital. It's all lowercase. Ufuk Erdoğan, that looks great. Berat, I'm checking. That looks good. Okay, here's the answer. Good work, guys. Good work. You're doing a great job. Sound, again, it's just one syllable. So I don't need a stress marker. That's called a stress marker, by the way, okay? Stress marker. Good job. Now, are you ready for the next step? Here, I want you to transcribe this whole sentence. I want you to write a sentence in phonetic transcription language. You can do this. Come on. Let's go. I'm going to give you 3 minutes for this. Take your time. Write the whole sentence. Trust me, you can do it. British, American, doesn't matter. Okay? 3 minutes. My brother goes to the gym. I'm helping you a little bit. To the gym. I mean, the standard pronunciation is t. I know that. But when you speak, you don't say to the gym. You say to the gym. Every night. My brother goes to the gym every night. 2 minutes left. My, my brother goes, owes, to the gym, gym, every night. Okay, some of you have already started sharing their answers. Let me see. My brother go to the gym every night. Okay. Okay, goes to the gym. Not bad, not bad. I can see just like a few errors. Şeyma Nur, you have to be a little closer to the camera, Şeyma Nur. My brother goes. Don't forget the z at the end of goes. Nurgül, I'm checking yours. Not bad at all. You guys are doing a really good job. Did you know phonetics before? What am I doing here? Do you need me? This is good. You guys are doing a great job. Wow. Okay. Okay. You all ready to see the answer? I just saw 1 or 2 mistakes in each paper. Şenay, not bad, but I see some mistakes. Here is what it looks like. Whoop. Okay, that looks good. My brother. You see the stress marker right here? My brother goes, owes, z, right? To the gym, and then every night. Back here, my brother goes to the gym every night. My brother goes to the gym every night. Okay? Like I said, if you go to, let me see, Ufuk, my brother goes, that looks British, goes to the gym every night. That's perfect, actually. That's very, very good. You could, Ufuk, you could add the stress marker at the beginning of brother, right? Ufuk Erdoğan? Stress marker, but that looks perfect. That's awesome. Great job. Wow. You guys are fast learners. Great work. Okay, thank you so much. That's it. This was our little introduction to phonetic alphabet and syllable stress. We will do more where we can do more practice, and we can speak a little more about a little more details as to how these sounds are produced, and especially the vowels. You know, all these sounds, they have names. Not all of them, but most of them, especially the vowels. They have names, and also the places of articulation. I mean, the places of production in your mouth, those have names as well. Every sound belongs to a category, and those categories have names. And, you know, knowing all this stuff is important because it helps you understand the whole idea of pronunciation better, okay? That will be good for you and for your students in the future. It will make you a more complete teacher, okay? If you want to be teachers, you should. Cool, thank you so much. I hope this was helpful. I'll see you soon. If you have any questions, guys, you can write them right now in the chat box, or I can allow you to turn on your microphones maybe. Let me check out the chat box. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And I'm just going to take a look at the chat box here to see if there are any questions. Right now, no questions. Good. Some of you are thanking. No problem, no problem. Okay. If you don't have any questions, that's it from me. This was fun. We will do this again next time. We will do this again, yes. Not the same thing maybe, but we have been recording this, by the way. We will share it as well if you want to watch it again. But we will definitely have more speaking and pronunciation lessons. And like I said, we will go into more details regarding phonetic transcription, okay? No problem, guys. Good work, by the way. I mean, those people who showed their answers, wow, great, great work. So spend a lot of time in the dictionaries, okay? Check out those phonetic transcriptions. Is there anything Ismail Hoca would like to say? I don't know if he's here. Could we improve our pronunciation with series? Osman, of course, but you have to watch it again. Because if you're watching something, if you just watch it one time, you focus on the content, right? You want to understand it. You want to laugh. You want to have fun. But then if you really like it, like I, for example, I love How I Met Your Mother. So I watch it over and over again. And that makes me see different things because I know the content. I don't have to focus on the content. So I focus on other things. I focus on language, pronunciation. Sometimes I stop the video, I go back 10 seconds and I listen to it again and I imitate, I mimic. That helps a lot. Yeah. Cool. Sorry. İsmail Hocam, yes.
Hocam, thank you very much for this fruitful session. I took some screenshots and sent them to each group we have so that they can benefit from the notes later on.
Awesome.
So, Hocam, thanks again. I also benefited a lot from your experience.
Cool.
Because I'm not that good in pronunciation.
You are. You
mostly are. Turkish accent and fluency is what matters in our speech.
It does, yes, it is, yeah. It is what matters. But thank you.
We want the next generation to be much better than we are. So we face our strengths and weaknesses. I admit that I have to improve my pronunciation a lot, but these young guys and girls had better start earlier, yes. Not after 20 years.
Yes, I mean, they are lucky to have you. You're doing this for them. And I'm telling you, we did not have anything like this when we were their age. You, me, we didn't. They're super lucky. This is a great thing. You're being very thoughtful. You're being very considerate regarding their future. And you're not just focusing on YDT and all the other exams and grammar and vocabulary and their reading.
Not just the exam, because the future will be hard and too difficult for them to find a job. Maybe we found jobs easily compared to what awaits them. So they need to be well armed and equipped with all skills.
You're right.
Thank you, Hocam. Thank you a lot for the lesson.
No problem. Thanks. There are a couple of questions. I'm just going to take a look at those, okay. And then we can finish it up. I watch Friends.
Good evening, everybody. That's all from me.
See you, Ismail Hocam. Can we talk about American culture next time? That may not be, speaking and pronunciation based lesson, American culture. And, frankly, I spent a lot of time in America. But frankly, it would be a lot better if you actually talk to an American person for that. I don't feel very confident about that. Yes, I know a lot of things about American culture, but I mean, come on, I'm not American, right? So it would be a lot better if you talk to an actual American person. You watch Friends, it's so good for your pronunciation, of course. Whatever you watch, it'll help. But remember to watch things again and again. That helps a lot, much better. I've been speaking English with my sister for almost 7 years. That helped a lot. That's very good. Zeynep, that's good for you. Did you voice any movie? Oh, not movies. I've been in some documentaries, a couple of TV shows. That's it. And lots of books. Lots of books of the Milli Eğitim Bakanlığı and other private schools. I'm in some videos, and also my voice is in a lot of books. We söyle like see more. That's Turkish or English? I don't get that. Wait, hold on. Ali, okay, Sia, can we talk about how we can get over speaking anxiety? We can. Yeliz Turan, that's actually a good idea. We could do a session about that. Speaking anxiety. But I don't know if we need a whole session for that, because if you ask me, most anxiety stems from the feeling that you're not equipped. If you, subconsciously, if you know that you're not equipped in terms of vocab, grammar, pronunciation, then your anxiety level increases. So my suggestion, I think the first thing to do is just improve your English, vocab, grammar, everything, okay? And then to get over that anxiety, the final thing you need to do is to talk. You know, just talk to your teachers, talk to whoever, you know, go abroad, you know, like those, you know, work and travel, Erasmus, whatever. Just do a lot of practice. That's the next thing you should do. And then you will feel better and better and better in time. Okay. My first time abroad, I went to Poland as an Erasmus exchange student. And that year helped me so much with my anxiety. My confidence just exploded. Somebody is asking me to speak Turkish. I'm not going to speak Turkish. I live at ODTÜ, on the campus. That's where I live. Are you going to pay a visit? Pandemic, don't come to my house. Which one? Which one? Somebody said, which one? When are we going to you understand me when I talk, Zeynep? I'm sure you understand me. Are we going to turn on our microphones for pronouncing words? We could do that, Canan, but we would have to run smaller sessions. I'm going to write that down, okay? Noted. Canan Ulusoy. Noted. Smaller sessions where students can actually talk. How can we talk like you? Lots of practice. A lot of practice, and you should be really, really into it. Okay, be crazy about it. I mean, that's your thing, that's your job, basically, right? English. So, is having a hybrid accent of American and British okay? Definitely okay, yes. You know, as long as it's a recognized accent, that's fine. But if possible, I think it would be a little better to stick to one accent, all right? But it's definitely, definitely okay. You can have a mixture of accents. And John and I understand, yeah. Yeah. You went to Poland too as first time, cool. I was in a very small city called Krosno. I'm from Izmir, guys. I'm from Izmir, spent like 19 years there, and then 4 or 5 years in Burdur, Mehmet Akif Ersoy University. That was a lot of fun. And I came to Ankara. I've been here for 10, 11 years. Somebody wants to study English language teaching at ODTÜ. Perfect. I also teach there sometimes. I teach English language teaching at the English language teaching department too. Listening and pronunciation, academic reading, things like that. When you listen to me, no, don't be intimidated. No, I mean, it's whenever you talk to someone who speaks better, whatever that means, who speaks better than you, just try to learn from them, you know? Like I play drums. And I have a teacher, so he plays much, much better than me, right? Do I feel bad about that? Of course not. Of course not. I'm just trying to learn from him. That's it, right? So learn from me, learn from your teachers, learn from native speakers. Just use people who are better than you in anything to get closer to them, okay? What else? Is it a bad thing to talk with a Turkish accent? No, well, it depends. I mean, it's certainly not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, but sometimes, not very often, but people may not be able to understand what you're saying. My American friends who came to Turkey told me that a couple of times when they talked to other Turkish people. They couldn't understand what those Turkish people were saying. And they also told me that it was mostly because of pronunciation. But of course, sometimes it could be about your proficiency level, you know, your vocab, your grammar. But mostly, if your English is really, really good, your pronunciation is not going to be a problem. Okay? If you have the content, if you have the vocab and you know how to use it. But you know, the thing is, if you're really good at English, then your pronunciation is going to be at a certain level. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be clean. Maybe you're not going to sound native-like, but that's okay. You don't need that. All right? İsmail Hocam, did you want to say something?
Yes, Hocam. It will be in Turkish though.
Do
I
it.
want everybody to get the message.
That's good.
I told everybody in my lesson in Group C that IELTS and TOEFL accepts over 100 accents all over the world. So fluency, accuracy, and as you said, content matters more than pronunciation or native pronunciation, let's say. Arkadaşlar, TOEFL ve IELTS gibi sınavlar 100'den fazla aksanı doğru konuştuğunuz sürece, içerik sağlam olduğu sürece, akademik altyapısı sağlam olduğu sürece kabul etmektedir. Bizler dil öğrendiğimiz dönemde, sevgili gençler, the language for communication, sadece iletişim kurmak amaçlı dil öğretimi gibi bir yaklaşım söylenirdi bize hocalarımızdan ve derler ki doğru telaffuzun olduğu sürece aksanın o kadar iyi olmasa da olur deyip belki bizi dile aşina kılmak, sevdirmek için böyle bir şey söylemişti. Yani bunun haklılık payı var. TOEFL'da, IELTS'te, Pearson, PT gibi uluslararası sınavlarda eğer içerik sağlamsa, akıcılık varsa, doğru, anlaşılır, net bir şekilde konuşuyorsanız aksanınız aslında o kadar önemli değil. Ama biz ne istiyoruz? Artık gelecek bundan 6 yıl sonra, 7 yıl sonra sizler iş arayacaksınız. Neden bu işin başındayken daha doğrusu, daha iyisi, daha düzgünü yapma fırsatınız varken sonradan bu işleri yapasınız ki şu anda gözünüzde büyümesin. Bakınız bu bir gün dinleyerek, sadece 1 saat dinleyerek bu bütün telaffuzu almanız mümkün değil. Vaktinizin çoğunu buna ayırırsanız, kalan vakitlerinizi buraya eyletseniz Anıl hocamı çok rahat yakalayabilirsiniz. Yeni nesilden ümitliyiz biz. Gençler, kendinize güvenin, denemekten, yanlış konuşmaktan, yanlış telaffuzdan lütfen korkmayın. Tamam? Hiç korkmaya gerek yok. Daha iyi olmanız için buradayız biz. İçiniz rahat olsun. Hocam iyi akşamlar. Çok teşekkürler.
Exactly. Sure. Thank you. Cool. Yeah. You guys will be fine in all exams or in life. You will communicate. But to add to what İsmail Hoca just said, it is super cool when people come to you and say, "Wow, are you American?" Or like American people come to you and they say, "Wow, you speak just like us." You know, that feeling. I hope you have that one day. It is awesome. Okay, that's like the biggest, maybe the biggest benefit of having a native-like kind of accent. Checking other comments. I want to be like you. I don't know my Turkish accent. Whatever it doesn't change. Just work on it. But it'll change. It will change. Who is that? I can't see the Subhan, I think. Yeah, Subhan Altunus. No, it's going to work for you. Just keep practicing. Do it again and again, over and over again. All right? Am I learning another language? Well, when I lived in America, I started learning Spanish. And I tried to continue teaching myself in Turkey. You know, I was using like Duolingo and stuff. And it's not the same. You should have a teacher. Do we have Spanish classes at Akandil? Maybe I'd like to attend those. But Spanish, I speak a little bit of Spanish and some Polish because I lived there. Actually, you cannot write pronunciation on paper. In fact, I don't know how to, but I think I can read words in American accent. I can pronounce. Jana, what do you mean write pronunciation? If you're talking about phonetic transcription, you can just use all these symbols, right? And you can actually write pronunciation if that's what you mean. Okay. You have a friend in Lang. I'm talking to her sometimes. Shenai, that's a very good idea. No problem. You've been told not to learn any other language until my English is at a certain level. So I stopped learning Japanese. Is that true? I shouldn't study a third language. I mean, this is not a question about speaking or pronunciation. This is a language acquisition question, and it's a very good question. And I have to say it depends. But if you want my personal answer to that question, Onur Özen, I would agree. I think that it would be better if your English was at a certain level. But it looks like it is at a certain level, by the way. When I read this long sentence you wrote, it looks like it is already at a certain level. But you know, there are things that you should be focusing on right now. I don't know, your exam, your school. Maybe you should spend time doing those things. But if you still have some extra time, why not? You can start learning another language. Yeah. Somebody said, hocam bir kere Türkçe konuşabilir misiniz? Hayır, konuşmam. I'm not going to speak Turkish. No problem, guys. Okay. I think that's it. I'll see you guys very soon with another video lesson, and keep following the videos that we share on our social media accounts and on YouTube. Thank you for being here. This was a lot of fun. I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Ufuk, these are, I got them in the US. These are Skull Candy Crusher, I think. Skull Candy Crusher headphones. They're old. They're like 6 years old. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Rumeysa, I'm not Turkish. Do I look Turkish? I'm not Turkish. You thought I wasn't Turkish? Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Happy New Year. Wishing you guys health and happiness and lots of joy. Have a good one. See ya.